Hello all and welcome back to New Hope Tarot. We're going to be doing the reading for January 20th. Before I get started with the reading, remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment if this reading does resonate. I'd love to get this information out to other souls who need the advice. All right, my dears, I'm going to go ahead and pre-shuffle. Or pre-shuffle. Shuffle, I meant. Oh my goodness gracious. God, my angels, my universe, what is it that you would like the collective to know for January 20th? My God, my angels, my universe. Whoa. Hello there. The Magician. Beautiful. My God, my angels, my universe. What is it that you would like the collective to know for January 20th? God, my angels, my universe, what is it that you would like the collective to... Oh, okay. The Knight of Swords. My God, my angels, my universe, what is it that you would like the collective to know for January 20th? My God, my angels, my universe, what is it that... Okay, and the Nine... two cards came out. Both cards flipped over and came out, so we shall take those. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Let's see here. We have the Magician, the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. So the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. All right. So it looks like some of you are really moving forward in regards to making something happen here. Even though you've had a bit of a loss, it's like you've already said farewell to it. And you're like, you know what? It's the past. I can handle it. Although you're still hurt, right? For others, I kind of feel like you're moving away from something or moving internally, because with this Magician and this Knight of Swords, I feel like you are moving away from past issues and towards what it is you're trying to create. Because the Knight of Swords is facing the Magician, you're going, no, I'm trying to create something. I'm trying either something that you desire, whether you're manifesting it or something. But whatever it is, either you have to travel to get there, or you're just going there pretty quickly, and you're thinking about this very quickly. Like you're like, yeah, we're gonna do this. And with the Five of Cups in reverse, I feel like this is typically like you're afraid to heal or move forward, but I feel like that's the opposite of what's happening. I feel like maybe you were afraid to heal, but I feel like you're already over that stage is what I'm getting. That's the energy I'm feeling. And then with the Nine of Swords, it's like back when you were hurting about the situation, I feel like you were like really searching for answers. And why did this happen? Things of that nature. And you just couldn't get the answers. That's another scenario that I'm seeing here. But overall, I think, and again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because there's a lot of energies coming through. Some of you tried to create something. And maybe you moved a little too quickly towards that, and now you're just like really like bummed about it, right? You're just like, what is, like, I can't believe it didn't work out, because like you really believe that it was going to work out. And now you're just agonizing over this situation. Unfortunately, I mean, that stinks, but that's somehow how it goes. Sometimes how it goes. Remember, when you guys are trying to manifest, you can't just force it to happen. When you're manifesting, you have to be clear, which is the card that literally just jumped out. May you see things as they are. So when you are manifesting, manifestation is when you're being very clear with the universe what it is you want, and you have to write these things down, because every time you have these conversations with the universe, and you say, all right, universe, I want this job that requires me to not exude so much effort, and I do want to travel, and I want to make this amount of money and afford this amount of car and this and this and this, right? But then the next time you tell the universe, it changes slightly, right? Well, I want this kind of job, and it's okay if I exude a little bit of energy, not that big of a deal, and I want to make this kind of money, between this kind of money and this kind of money, and then I want to do some traveling, but not too much, right? Things of that nature. I know it's an idiotic kind of an example, but that's the example I have. What can I tell you? But the point that I'm making here is that when you change things up, it goes back to the universe, and the universe is like, okay, well, you had this, now I got to change up the order, right? So pretend like, you go to a restaurant, you sit down, like, oh, you know what, I want this. They bring out the meal, and you're like, oh, did I not mention that I can't have cheese? Oh, okay, yeah, I'm so sorry, that was my fault. I didn't say that. Can you take it back? So then they have to take it back, and they have to remake the whole thing, right? And now you're sitting at that table waiting even longer, even though the person that you're with, or the party that you're with, has already started eating, and you're like, hello, I'm waiting for my food. Well, it's your fault, unfortunately, because you did not communicate clearly, right? So again, it goes all the way back. So when you're discussing this and you're trying to manifest something, you have to be incredibly clear. Not only that, my dear souls, you have to be consistent with this, and then you have to be sure that you're not forcing it to happen. When it's supposed to happen, it will happen automatically. No forced effort on your part. I'm not saying no effort needs to be done on your part. I'm saying no forced effort. Two totally different things. Be clear on that. I feel that a lot of you tried to make something happen because you're like, I know that this is going to happen. But because you didn't see all of the signs, you forced it and went through with it anyways, right? Sometimes you have to really pay attention when you're meditating, that sometimes messages do come through, and you have to write those details down. Make sure that you have a dream journal. Your subconscious is constantly talking to you, and your angels are talking to you consistently. Whether you hear it or not, whether you see it or not, whether you feel it or not, that's something different. You have to tap into that. But they are frequently talking with you. I keep a notepad by my bedside. And if I wake up in the middle of the night, I have to write it down, because if I don't write it down, I get up and go, oh, okay, I dreamt this. Okay, I'll remember it in the morning. I go back to sleep. Guess what? When in the morning, I do not remember it at all. I'm like, oh, what was that thing? What was that thing? What was that thing that I had to remember? And then sometimes I have to sit down, and because I did not write it down, I sit down and I meditate, and I ask my angels, if this is something that was meant for me and I need to remember it, please let me remember it. If it isn't, then it's not meant for me. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get bits and pieces. So, it all is going to come down as to how you communicate. Make sure you're tapping into yourself. You have to tap into that connection between you and spirit, okay? It's there, but you need to tap in and try again. All right, my dear souls, I hope this reading did resonate. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Until we meet again next time. Bye.